Happy New Year and welcome back. Today is going to be a bit of a chaotic video. I decided to showing all the whips I'm bringing into 2026 and hopefully this will motivate me to finish at least most of them. It's a cardigan I knitted for my daughter. It's almost finished. You can see I knitted all of it. I need to weave in the ends and finish up the neckline somehow and just throw in some satin ribbons to use as closures in the front. So that shouldn't take me very long to finish. I just need to get onto it. Then is the project I've been working on currently. This started on, I think, on Christmas Eve. This is a pair of mittens. The first mitten is knitted. I need to weave in the ends on this one. This is going to be really nice. This is the second mitten and I got as far as where I need to decrease the stitches for the fingers here. And if you see the blue thread there, that's where I'm going to pick up the stitches for the thumb. So this I can finish in one night, but I thought I'd do a tutorial on how I do the decreasing of the stitches here. So hopefully I'll show that soon. I need to sew on this fabric on the palm, on the inside of the hand. This should probably take me a couple of nights to do. So let's see what I have next. I was finding all these whips when my husband was sitting in the living room and I had some in baskets, some in a drawer, some in a TV cabinet. I don't think he knew exactly how many projects I had going. Right, this is a cardigan I'm knitting for myself. Whoop. Runaway yarn. This will take me quite long to finish because it's all colour work. But I got further than I remember because here I started doing the purl where I'm going to steek it for the sleeves. So that is going to be super nice. So I'm going to steek it all the way down the front and for the armholes. I've not started the sleeves yet either. I'm quite looking forward to getting back into this when I have a bit of mental capacity to deal with the ever-changing pattern. But I'm really looking forward to wearing that and I hope I get it done before next Christmas. Right. Oi, oi. And this bag is a project I forgot about completely. It's some purple baby merino. And I can see that I've pretty much finished a little baby dress. So I don't know what to do now. Should I, obviously my daughter is 12. So should I frog this and make something else? Should I finish it and sell it? Let me know what you think I should do with this. I even have the pattern printed out in here. Right. In here are some Halloween socks. I started not last Halloween, but Halloween 2024. So here's a pair of socks. They got pumpkins, cats and skulls. So one is completely finished. I need to weave in the ends. And one I got past the heel. So I got all the colour work left to do on that one. But to be honest, I just need to get on with it. Maybe I can finish them and give to my husband or use them myself. I can't remember which size I was doing for next Halloween. Let's see if I have any notes here saying what colour I was doing. This is my size. So hopefully I can finish it so that I can use them next Halloween. Here I'm actually finding some finished projects. There's lots of socks and this seems to be one pair. These are knitted in Fable. And this seems to be a pair. Okay. Here's something else that's super easy for me to complete. This is a pair of socks that my husband had. And he'd worn through on the toe bit here. So I cut it off here and I just knitted this bit again. So all I need to do is weave in the end on the tip and weave in the end where I started. Complete. And it's when I'm looking through whips I find I own stuff like this. A pom-pom and tassel maker. Great. And here is another project that I think I was making either to sell or gift. These are little mittens made, it feels like merino extra fine. Yep. So a pair of mittens where there's a whole border around the edges here. So I'm assuming they're going to fold over and make this little scalloped edging around there. And then I think this is either a hat. This is probably a hat to go with the mittens, I think. And I have to see if I can find the pattern for that or if it's in the basket here. Here's also an almost finished project. Here's a pair of socks in Fable. They are both complete apart from weaving in the ends. You can kind of see where my problem is. I don't like weaving in ends. Right, here I got a cardigan that I started for myself. And the body is complete apart from the neck, where you can see I got a knitting needle here, the front as well. So here I actually got 2 knitting needles on this project. And this is some old yarn that I found in my mum's house. I don't know where the rest of the yarn is, but I've got a sleeve that's been started as well. And there's more knitting needles. Right, let's see if I can fit this into the bag together. In a bag together there. This is quite a current project I've been working on. And since this is a jumper I'm knitting for myself, top down. And I got so far that I'm just working on the body where I'm just knitting straight, like it's very boring. I have to do it for another 20 centimeters, I think, or more. 30 centimeters probably. So this is something I'm working on when I don't really want to think, I'm a bit tired. And it's out and I'm working on it parallel with these mittens. In this bag are lots of little squares. So this is meant to be a blanket. So I'm knitting little squares. I think this is Drops Delight, that's the front of it. So I think that'll be really nice, and I have no idea how many squares I got or how many I need. Probably got close to 30 in here. But this is a nice pattern. The first bit is the black bit here is first knitted in Fable, and then the rest is in Drops Delight. That is really nice when I'm going to start commuting a bit to work on the train. This is like having a square in my handbag at any time with a pair of knitting needles, and I got the pattern memorized, or I will memorize it again quite quickly. That's something easy to bring with me. Right, let's see here. This is a crochet project. I didn't exactly go to plan. And so I'm going to frog it and I'm going to make something else. I think, because I did this project just in a different yarn, I'm going to probably make this into kitchen cloths or something, which is quite easy, quite quick. Get the yarn used up and get it into something I can actually use and not just lay around. Right here, let's see, top I started making for myself. Let's see, and I think it's Drops Bell possibly. There's a top here. Got the sleeve done. I think this is supposed to be like wrinkled up to make like a little puffed sleeve on top there. And then that's pretty much done. So that is also not going to take me long to complete. And I got the pattern with it here. And in here is a pair of socks that I've been making to sell, and I think I've only started the first one. Oh no, I finished the first one and I started the second one. This is bunad sock for men to wear with the Norwegian traditional costume. So they have, it's a cable knit all the way down the legs, knee-length sock, and then this cable on the top of the foot as well. This takes quite a long time to knit, but it's quite nice, and I started the second one. And the Norwegian bunad is mostly worn on the 17th of May, so I'll have to finish them and see if I can post them for sale before that. And as far as I can oh no, that's not the last one. I have not opened this one yet. And that's tied in for Christmas. I shoved a lot of projects in this bag, which is one of my knitting bags. Here are some mittens I started. And there are going to be some Aussie mittens. And I never got very far. So I've only done the ribbing around the wrist. See if I can complete that. Really wondering how many knitting needles I got all the way spread over these projects. This is some leftover yarn from a project I finished. Same here. Here there's also leftover yarn from a project I just finished. Maybe there's no whips in here. Maybe there's just yarn I just need to use up. Excellent. But I will not start using up this yarn until I've finished at least a couple of the whips I got ready. Oh, I thought there was a lot of projects in here that I had started, but luckily not. And then lastly, I think this is lastly, yeah, is this jumper I started for myself. Let's see. And this is a really nice jumper knitted in merino extra fine. Yeah, I've got some more of the yarn here. So that has not got much left to do. The body's finished. The one sleeve is finished, and I'm about a third way on this other sleeve. And then I need to weave in all the ends. This is a lovely jumper, but to be perfectly honest, I don't know if it still fits me. And for myself, I don't really like the high necks because I get so hot. So I prefer to have a removable cowl or scarf or something. So I'm going to see what I do with this, if I gift it to someone or if I have any other ideas. That was it for today. I'll see if I'll post some shorts with the finished objects as I go along. Hope to see you in the next one. Hopefully that will be the tutorial for how I decrease the stitches on this mitten. Okay, and nice to see you. Happy knitting and have a nice evening. Bye.